We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall.
Hey guys, and we're getting into some Lucky 4 bingo. $51,000 on the line. Still haven't been able to give it out. Went a whole calendar year without being able to give one out.
We did give out. It was me and you, same broadcast.
Yes.
Yes, we gave out a. It was a mini jackpot.
Yes,
I
but we
believe.
weren't able to give that major.
No,
I've been eyeing on that major for forever.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just said it. Yeah, we've been eyeing that major for a full calendar year here. So we are looking to give it out this season. You know?
I mean, we finally upped it at the very end of season 10. We upped it to 2 Lucky 4 bingos a day instead of that singular one. So doubled our chances of being able to give it out. But just as I mean, the money's growing a lot, but still haven't been able to give out that 51 grand. But you're gonna have a shot right in 3 seconds. But we're streaming live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and the Twitch app. Our channel name is Mega Soda on both those, on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, so go check those out. If you guys check in, we'll give you out some luck, because we always love seeing you guys check in. We are moving past this mega here. We do have this major right now. We are still online, and we're moving on to the mini. I mean, these Lucky 4 bingos go quick, but we can still give out this mini.
It's still a possibility. Yeah, X370 and Candy both in line of being able to do it, but now it looks like we have moved on to a $7 must-go prize. But yeah, X370, big-time player, is 1 ball away over at the Riverboat Depot in Sartell.
But yeah, we'll see how this goes down here, and it'll give out some extra luck for the rest of these Jackpot Hunter games, and we'll have some lucky numbers to see which games are extra lucky during this broadcast. But the Jackpot Hunter $1 card
what
here,
we're about to get into.
Yeah, there has been some changes. We've been talking about it for a little while now, but that minor jackpot has upped its count, it's lowered the jackpot amount, but it goes out all the time now because that ball count goes up 4 balls every $100. So, I mean, and it starts at 52 balls, which is great odds already. And so then it'll get up to 64 ball count at $300, and it'll stay there for the rest of the broadcast. And, we're giving out it's like averaging out to like 2 jackpots per broadcast.
We got Gwendy over at HR Pesty taking home $7. 8, 14, 66, and 70 are the Lucky 4 numbers, but 8 and 14 is the ones that matters to us. So we'll be watching out for those 2 games. Those will be extra lucky, and we'll see if we can give out one of these great prizes, because we got some really good prizes in this game.
Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, I'm looking at them right now. That major is looking really, really good right now at 52 balls, $19,787 there.
Yeah, but it's not even as good as the minor, as it is at $262, and you can win it in 60 balls or less, so it should be going out in these first few games.
Oh, yeah, like right off the bat here, we're going to give out that $262. It's going to be great, and so it'll give us a little bit of excitement and some motivation for the rest of this Jackpot Hunter, especially, that major's looking really nice as well. So basically that minor's just a little bonus while you're going after that major is kind of what I like to think about.
Was it with you that we gave out the triple jackpot? The triple jackpot?
I wasn't there for it. I believe that me and Big John had a broadcast after that where we tried to give out a triple jackpot. Because there was one that
because we prepped you. Yes, because it was me and you the day before, and we had built it up. We had almost given out a 3rd jackpot and built it up to 60 balls or less on like the very final game. Weren't able to give it out, so it rolled over to you guys, and then you guys were trying to get the 3 jackpots out. I remember that now. But hey, let's do it this round right here, as we're getting into the first game of 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. So we'll have lots of opportunities, and we can give it out
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I was just backing you up there. I did a little 2-3, letting them know it's 23 games.
Thank you. Thank you. I was worried they were thinking I was lying to them.
They're like one broadcaster said it, but the second one isn't backing him up. So how do we know it's true?
Well, now you do. You know it's true. 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. It's a lot of fun, and you got 1 minute and 25 seconds to get into it. But we got some Pilot TVs that have been getting installed. We got some other locations that are getting some Pilot TVs shipped out to them currently. But those locations that have Pilot TVs installed to them are VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, and the 152 Club.
Yeah, we also had Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Blaine, Dito's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Woodbury, Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye Services Club, and the Big Ten Tavern all have new Pilot TVs. It's great. They've had it for a little while now, so not quite so new now these days. So they're used to seeing our beautiful faces on the big screen. So
so they're used to it. But if your location doesn't have a Pilot TV and you would like it to them, maybe talk to one of your bar owners and get them to contact Pilot to see if getting a Pilot TV installed into one of their locations is right for them.
Yeah, Pilot TVs, if you haven't seen them yet, it's pretty great. Just think about your iPad, but just big screen. It's just bigger. It's bigger. It's better.
It's bigger.
We got a weekly jackpot watch for you guys. 7 for this week and 7 for season 11 here. So we're starting off pretty good here.
Yeah, just 7 for 7. We've only had 7 days of the new year.
Exactly.
Not 7 days of the new year. We've had less than that.
Right.
We've only had 7 jackpots happen since the new year. We got it started off right on January 1st, the very first day of the new year. Dale over at Lucky 13s in Bloomington was able to take home $16,444. That's the right way to start off your 2022.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. And we had player Win Please carrying that luck over with him. Dale started off. Win Please continued it because Win Please from Duffy's Tavern on Main won $7,080 there.
Yeah, that's some really, really good prizes right there. I was like, that is awesome. I can't imagine taking home some huge amounts of cash on the very first of the year.
First of the year, they were just like, all right, let's get this bingo thing started.
I guess 2022 is going to be your year, Dale and Win Please, because you guys have just won. That was huge amounts, 7,000 and 16,000, and not even Slappy, who also won a jackpot, also got the year started off right, but not quite compared to that $7,000, $16,000 jackpot that went out to Dale and Win Please.
Yeah, that was 2 huge jackpots, but Slappy's still doing it out there.
Doing a really good job over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. $1,338 went into his pocket on Saturday.
Yeah, we also had Mail Lady from Municipal Liquor Store in Twin Valley getting $1,016 there.
I swear she just gets jackpots. Mail Lady does.
Oh.
Because she's one of those players that I see pop up all the time, and it's just on our jackpot list. She doesn't pop up on top 10s. She just wins jackpots.
She just has those jackpots mailed in to her,
Exactly. Her problem is that she only wins jackpots, and so it's
just a huge issue for her.
It's a huge issue. So
she can't even play Pilot games without and just relax, a little
exactly.
bit.
How is she supposed to help out charities and stuff when she just wins a jackpot every time she plays?
It's probably torture for her.
We got a winner. It's
They Go 11 from Polar Lounge in North St. Paul, getting $30.60 on a 63 ball count there. Couldn't quite get that minor. 3 balls away there. Really close to getting that minor jackpot. We'll see if somebody can pick it up in this next game here. But, we had those jackpots still continuing on into Sunday.
Yes, Sunday's jackpots. Big Mike got it started off. We have a cat named Big Mike.
We do.
Love the cat. I'm pretty sure he wasn't playing bingo over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill. Big Mike took home $1,213. But I feel like like you can't even like say like, oh, like it might be my Big Mike, like because there's so many Big Mikes out there.
Oh yeah, no, and I thought it was slightly funny that we said it was our cat because it makes it sound like, oh, you know that cat, Big Mike. You know, it sounds like we're calling him like a cat as a
cool
nickname,
cat.
but no, like we have an actual pet cat that's name is Mike, and
Yes.
so
Yes, it does get
and
confusing.
We call him Big Mike because he's a little chunky, a little fluff on him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, I never thought of our family as the kind of people that just named their animals actual human names.
Oh yeah, until you go back and you realize like, oh wait, our dog's name is Oliver and our cat's name is Mike.
Our other cat, his
and
brother,
and his full name is Michael.
it's Michael. And then the cat that passed away before him, that was his brother, was Harvey.
Yeah, they were all three human names. It's weird stuff. We're bringing family things into this broadcast here. But yeah, we had.
Are you gonna now? This is just gonna. I want to ask more questions now. Are you gonna name your animals?
I mean,
actual
I have
human
to.
names.
I have to.
I love it. I actually love it.
I think it's hilarious and also endearing at the same time because you're just like, oh, Frank, come over here.
Like I want to name a dog Gregory. Like, hey, Greg.
That's pretty fantastic. I mean, just like Frank, Greg, Phil, like just all like
great names.
And you just like you'll call out the name, and anybody over at your house will just be like, "There's another guy here," and it'll just be like, Phil will waddle around the corner, and it's a dog.
It's just some little Pomeranian that is named Frank.
Hey, Frank.
That would be great. I love the human names. If you guys have any fun names for your animals, check in. Let us know. We'll shoot you out some luck, and we'll get a good laugh at it.
Yeah.
But
we'll laugh with you at your dog. Now we had some more jackpots go out on that Sunday with Drew Wren from Red Vest getting $751. And then we had one last jackpot there on Sunday.
Yeah, Chappie over at Tasty Pizza Hanger, 45. Take home $1,269.
Yeah, and speaking of checking in, you can check in on our Facebook page. You can send us a message, ask questions, but also make sure to, while you're there, give a like and a follow because there's a lot of information over there. You can search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressive player picks, and more. So it's a lot of great stuff there. Click the website link on Facebook to see our link tree with links to bar locations, other socials, and more. So
yeah, definitely love that Facebook page. It's got so much information that you guys can use all the time. But we are at 33 balls dropped on this one. We got players already 11 balls away. We are on pace to be able to give out both the major and the minor. More likely it's going to be this minor as it is sitting at 60 balls or less. But we'll see. Steve, bad Jason. Well, good Jason. Bad Jason. What entails a bad Jason?
Oh,
because Jasons are already, I feel like, considered bad because like horror movie Jason. Like I feel like that's the number one Jason out of all Jasons is.
The one recognized as Jason Voorhees. The horror icon. But no, like. It also implies that there's good Jasons out there, so you kind of wonder. You're like, what makes a Jason bad enough to get the name bad
Jason?
Yeah.
Well,
I think we're thinking about this too much.
We definitely are. What we have, let's see right here.
My goodness.
Is it going out? Doesn't look like it. We're moving on to a $58 must-go prize, but that means all those jackpots are going to be growing and rolling into next game. That minor is going to be at 64 balls or less, which is going to be super exciting, but there's the winner.
Oh, yeah, it's Bobo H22. I feel like that's the best way of saying it. From Country Lounge, St. Paul, or just maybe a Bobo 22 and the H is silent.
Or like Bob O.
Oh. I feel like if it was Bob O, you would have to have like capital letters there at the end.
At the OH?
Yeah, just to really emphasize it. But maybe it is Bob O.
Oh. It's definitely good stuff. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to get enrolled in this one. Get enrolled, press play with your shot at a 64 ball or less minor, which is currently sitting at $419. You got a major that's sitting at $19,913. 52 balls or less, very, very doable there as well. And then that mega jackpot, 100 grand, 43 balls or less. Really, really good jackpots. But we have really good jackpots available through all of our live bingo. We get our live bingo started off every single day at 12. It runs all the way till 1 o'clock, and that game is Vikings bingo. Right at 1 o'clock, we pick up some Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4. Very similar to how this minor clicks up 4 balls each $100. It clicks up 4 balls every $50. So even more jackpots go out in that Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition.
Yeah, it's great stuff over there. I mean, that jackpot goes out all the time. It's fun stuff. But right after that, you know, we already had it. That Lucky 4 bingo at 4 p.m. happens. That's the first game of Lucky 4 bingo, which is new because we usually only have the one.
Exactly. We changed it up. December, really, was when we got the shakeup that happened of just 2022. And not 2022, that's in the future. Back to the future. But no, in December of 2021. I don't know why I'm saying it like that.
No, you're good. We are in 2022. You were saying that's in the future, but it's the now.
I said December 2022.
Oh, yeah, that is the future.
But December of 2021, we changed it. We have 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo that happened now right at 4 p.m. and now another one at 6 p.m. So double the shots. We'll play one last game as we get off air tonight. Another shot at that $51,000.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. I mean, $51,000 is a good look, so definitely throw a couple bucks at it. The Lucky 4 bingo is a great time, and you know, we felt like giving you guys a chance at getting this.
I mean, obviously we weren't able to give it up before. So.
Yeah, it was a lot. Nothing gave. I mean, we had one mini jackpot go out one time.
I know
yeah.
It's been struggling, so I'm hoping that we can get it out soon.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. We got Skull Bingo right after that second game of Lucky 4 bingo, which is right after this. So if you're looking at your timeline here, after this is that second game of Lucky 4 bingo, and we'll be there for you for that second game. But then it goes into Skull Bingo, which Skull Bingo's $1 cards from 6 to 10 p.m. That coverall is at $15,000 right now, 50 balls. The large frame is at $11,674, 43 balls, and that line prize is at $371, 10 balls. It's great looks over there, so definitely go check it out.
Yeah, probably some of my favorite bingo comes from that Skull Bingo games.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were just at, before we went off air for a little break for holidays, we were at like $45,000 on that coverall and then gave it out. I mean, it was a huge amount of money. That coverall gets huge. The large frame gets huge as well. The line prize goes out pretty much every single night, and so it's a lot of fun to play Skull Bingo all the way till 10 o'clock. But sometimes we get little interruptions of that Skull Bingo. Tomorrow is the first of those interruptions of the season, actually. It's the first PGL night of the season, and that's Mega Soda Game Night. So if you want to be the #1 player after the first night, make sure you guys are here tomorrow, 6:40. It happens every single Tuesday at 6:40, though, and so you can play a plethora of PGL games, but you can also play a Jackpot Jungle game that ends off the night that you can take home $15,618 in 54 balls or less.
I mean, that is good odds on that game and a lot of money, so go check it out. And the PGL nights don't stop there, because right after Tuesday, it's a Wednesday, if you're doing, if you're doing your math correctly over here. But Wild Wednesday, it's here. It's every Wednesday, 7 to 9. Coverall is at 52 balls at $8,447 there. I mean, great stuff. Yeah. We're almost at this minor here. We'll see if we can give it out.
People are 2 balls away. Right there,
it's
jackpot.
Sean. Wow.
Woo. Sean over at Gleiner's Pub in Rochester, taking home $424.
Sean. Nice job, Sean.
Nice job, Sean.
Hey, there we go, Sean. Yeah, Sean got $424 plus the 65. So, I mean, that is that's great stuff right there. We got some Vikings news for you guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I'm pretty sure Sean ended up starting for us. Yeah, Sean Mannion. So maybe after the rough loss that we had with them, Sean Mannion, after replacing Kirk Cousins as a starting quarterback, he just decided to come out for some drinks tonight and play some pilot games.
Exactly, and he just won a minor.
Oh, well, good. Good for you, Sean Mannion.
Yeah.
I think he ended up not playing too bad, but it was just wasn't enough to win. He threw for like 189 yards and a touchdown. Definitely not the worst game, but yeah, good job, Sean, getting the win in that game. Hopefully, our Vikings can get a win this week as we're taking on the Bears on January 9th. Okay, let's get back. Yes, we're taking on the Bears on January this Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the last PGL night of the week. You talked about Wednesday with all the great games that happen on Wednesday. It's at 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. But Vikings game day, it's a little bit more of a variety pack as it happens 30 minutes before every single kickoff. And that means January 9th is going to be our last Vikings game day, it looks like. At least as we're following a Vikings game, because our Vikings are done. They after this weekend's game, we lost our playoff shots, and so that means final Vikings game day this Sunday on January 9th.
Yeah, you're gonna want to be there for it, be here for it, and check out that Vikings game day because I mean. It's going to be the last one for a little bit here, but we got a national days for you guys, and we have National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day today. National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day and a favorite during many holidays is a favorite during many holidays. Furthermore, the National Confectioners Association has been known to recognize this day as an annual event.
Well, you know, the National Confectioners Association.
Wow,
if you don't know them, are you really somebody?
Apparently I'm a nobody because I had no idea what that was about. But yeah, the NCA here.
The NCA. Is that why the NCAA had to add another A?
Oh yeah. Because, you know, the NCA was like, no, this can't happen. You guys need another A in there.
The National Confectioners Association.
Oh, well, yeah, apparently they recognize this as day, and it's as an annual event. So chocolate-covered cherry lovers know how impossible it is to eat just one of these candies. Candy makers combine these two favorite flavors into one delicious treat, and it turns into something irresistible. They also often make the candy with a sweet liquid center and in some cases, a liquefier. A liqueur filling.
Yes, really, really good stuff. Now I want to look up what the NCA, the National Confectioners Association, is an American trade organization that promotes chocolate, candy, gum, and mints, and the companies that make these treats. NCA lobbies the American government in favor of confectionery industry evaluated at $35 billion.
Oh, wow. Well, there you have it, folks. If you're a chocolate fan, just in general, you just love chocolate, maybe the NCA is like the right place to look into.
Exactly. Looks like some pretty awesome stuff. But I mean, chocolate covered cherries. You chocolate cover anything, really. I was talking about this on with Jordy, and I was like, chocolate covered anything's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like deep frying stuff. Yeah, it's just you kind of you deep fry it, you cover it in chocolate or anything like that. It becomes pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite covered chocolate thing? I think we talked about this on the broadcast just a little bit ago. But
yeah, I think I got to go with pretzels. I do. I'm a big chocolate.
Now, are you the big stick pretzel kind of guy? Like, you know, the big with the white chocolate and sprinkles on them?
No.
Stick kind of thing?
I mean, I like that a lot, but I enjoy more of more of like the
ones that are the classic pretzel shape.
Classic pretzel ones, tinier ones covered in chocolate, and I love white chocolate ones.
We got Lori over at Rookies Sports Bar in Albany taking home that $16.60 Musco prize. Good job, Lori.
Yeah, nice job, Lori there. And we have another national day for you guys.
My favorite chocolate covered thing before we move on.
Oh, shoot. I
Popcorn.
totally forgot to even ask.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Chocolate covered popcorn. So good. Really, really good. So I guess it's not. I'll take it back because it's not really chocolate covered. It's more chocolate drizzled.
Yeah.
And so like that, it doesn't really fit within the category. So I'll change it and I'll go with I probably eat the most of chocolate covered almonds.
Okay.
I really like chocolate covered almonds.
All right, I see that. I think I don't know if I've ever had a chocolate covered almond.
You should try it out. The almonds super bland flavor in general, and so you throw some
Right, I like almonds
chocolate
a lot.
on it, and so it's very, very tasty. But chocolate covered cherries is the day, and so if you have the opportunity to have yourself a chocolate covered cherry, try it out today and enjoy it because it's their day.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
It's also National Drinking Straw Day. National Drinking Straw commemorates the day in 1888 that Marvin C. Stone received the patent for the paper drinking straw. Since then, a variety of straws are used. It is believed that Sumerians used the first drinking straw for drinking beer. Archaeologists speculate that they used the straw to avoid the solid byproducts of fermentation that would have sunk to the bottom. Yeah, don't want those chunkies. The oldest drinking straw known to be in existence was found in a Sumerian tomb dating back to 3000 BC. This found straw was a gold tube inlaid with a precious blue stone.
I mean, that's pretty fancy stuff right there.
I mean, I want a straw like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Talk about, I mean, reusable straws are super popular right now.
Exactly.
So I just need to get the
golden
plated
tube inlaid with a precious blue stone.
I think I'm down to drink out of that.
Exactly. If I'm just walking around with just
I'm drinking out of anything. It doesn't matter what I'm drinking. I'm drinking out of that straw.
Oh yeah, you'll just like have this the plastic water bottle with you.
Yeah.
And then you're like there will be like you're unsheathing a sword like noise like it's like and then you're just like
Exactly. Yeah, that would be awesome to have like a golden straw. Because it's so unneeded too. Like you just know that they like
it's so over the top, and it's just an unneeded over the top thing, and yet you have it, and so
they're like, wow.
Some people might be like, why does he have that? And then you can easily
Why
smooth
don't you have it?
Yeah, you can just be like, why don't you have a gold inlaid blue stone straw? I mean,
especially on National Drink Straw Day.
Yeah, it's great stuff. We have a National Fruitcake Toss Day. So, National Fruitcake Toss Day challenges us to chuck the fruitcake as far as we can. Occasionally, this holiday is listed as occurring on the first Saturday in December. Many people receive fruitcakes as gifts sometimes during the holiday season. Some people eat this holiday bread, while others may re-gift them. There are those who sneakily throw them away, and others who will do so openly.
Yeah.
So,
People hate fruitcakes.
yeah, I'm not sure I've ever actually received fruitcake or seen a real live fruitcake before. Like, are people even eating it? Like, it just doesn't happen. Fruitcakes don't exist these days.
Yeah, I don't see them anymore. I know Jordy was talking about that her grandpa still really likes fruitcakes, and he'll bring himself little individual fruitcakes to eat on it with those. But I don't think they even have any normal fruitcakes just to eat at their regular holiday functions.
Right.
So I don't know. But here's a little fun fact. On Fruitcake Toss Day, a group of Boeing engineers used a machine called the Omega 8 to make the record of the highest great fruitcake toss at 1,430 feet.
Wow.
So they tossed the fruitcake 1,000 feet in the air.
Is that... I just have to know more about that. Like, I was gonna say, like, did it explode and like they were just counting one piece of it, or like, I don't know. But we have a winner here in this game, number 5 of the broadcast, with Meskj? Ray J from Ray J's in Woodbury. $19 going over to Meskj at 64 ball count. So
yeah, now we are getting enrolled into game number 6 of the broadcast. Already game number 6, and we got 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get enrolled in this one. We got a minor of $65, a major of $19,000. Both of them able to be won in 52 balls or less. So why not take both of them home, making your total close to $20,000. But that mega sitting there, 43 balls. You could take home all 3 if you took it home in 43 balls. But let's learn a little bit more about some really crazy fruit toss.
Okay.
That's just insane. Do you think that it had to stay together until impact of the ground post-flight?
I don't know what the rules are behind a grapefruit cake toss, but it does interest me.
And you can use machinery. So, like, what if I just put one in like a rocket?
Well, I don't know what I think it's a toss, so you can't like just fly it up there. It's not like you're, if you put it on a rocket, then you're just flying it up there. It's not really a toss. From the sounds of it, it sounds like they just literally use like almost like a
catapult
or like just like a cannon, just to like just launch that sucker up there. So I don't know.
Hey, well, it's the highest. It's recorded as the highest fruitcake toss, and it was 1,430 feet. That's very impressive. So awesome on today's day in history, National Fruitcake Toss Day.
Yeah.
We also got National Thank God It's Monday Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there is no sarcastic energy coming from that day.
It actually there is no sarcasm that comes from it.
Really?
They actually are trying to bring a little positive light to National Thank God for Monday Day. Encourages us to celebrate the first Monday of the new year with vigor and energy. Not only does the observance focus on the first Monday in January, but on every Monday throughout the year. Mondays are often full of new beginnings. New jobs often start on Mondays. Couples usually marry on weekends, and a Monday represents the first work week of their new lives together. Many federal holidays take place on Mondays, and therefore special occasions frequently take place on Mondays throughout the year.
I mean, thank God for Mondays.
Woo! Mondays. Man, I get excited for Mondays.
I mean, I'm just, if you can't tell, I'm just all revved up and ready to
go.
Did
I tell you what I wish it was, though? I wish they didn't have this day on a Monday.
It's just like on a Sunday or something like that. Just like, thank God it's a Monday. And it's not a Sunday.
like National Thank God it's a Monday.
Like you missed it by a day, but okay.
Yeah, we'll celebrate it today.
We apparently we got Curtis. Again, we haven't said shout out to Curtis, who's on the production side for us. So thank you, Curtis. But we also have Curtis telling us we got one of our fellow broadcasters here checking in. It's Big John checking in on YouTube saying, "Go get 'em, boys. Give out some money." So
yes, we will. We have already given out one minor jackpot, and now we're going to try and give out even more money as we have this minor and major pretty prepped to go out at the same time.
Yes.
So that's what I'm planning on. But we have a great partnership with the Minnesota Twins, and their season ended a little less how we wanted it to. Weren't able to make the playoffs, but we're hoping that we can turn that thing around and get it fixed this off season, as you guys can play a little bit of Twins Win to send some luck to them. It's a great ETAB game that you can pick a lucky batter in the Home Run Derby bonus round and win Grand Slam prizes.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. It's one of our one of our most played ETAB games there. It's a favorite, but we have, we talked about Twins. We also talked about a little bit of Vikings earlier as well. You combine those two, and it becomes a zone. The Twiking Zone. And so we have some Twiking Zone standings to go over for you guys. Yeah. The final Twiking Zone standings.
Yeah. So these are the winners of Season 10 right here. Yeah. This is the top 10 standings, official top 10 standings of Season 10.
Yeah, so last season here, before I keep going on, so I can give my full attention to these standings, we have a Big D from Cornerstone Bar in Winona getting $17.80 on a 64 ball count there. So a good job there.
Yeah, now we're getting enrolled into what game? Game number 7?
Game number 7, I believe.
Yeah, all right, game number 7. So get enrolled, press play as we talk about these great player standings.
Yeah, we got some. We're starting off in 10th place here. Previously unranked, jumping into this top 10 right before the finish here. It was Bryzo from Atomic Star Tavern with 164,000 points, jumping into that top 10, getting into that 10th place spot right before the season ended. And same thing with this 9th place player, Bobo, previously unranked, jumped into that 9th place spot from Corner Bar and Good Hue with 173,000 points.
Ooh, really good movement for them being able to sneak into that able to sneak into that standings.
Exactly, and we have put in this next spot, but it's not 8th place. It's in 7th place. Puts made a tie with another person in 7th place. Before I go over that second person, Puts was in 8th place. Got to tie with this other person there in 7th place. Puts is from Rumors Bar and Grill, and they've tied with Loser Dave from VFW Spring Lake Park, both of them with 229,000 points. In 6th place, it's Elsa from Titan Sports Saloon to 234,000 points. That's Elsa's been in there for a while, so to see her in that 6th place spot isn't too surprising there. I'm actually a little bit surprised that she couldn't get higher.
Yeah, honestly, that's a little low for her, to be honest, as she was the former record holder for the Twiking Zone.
Exactly. In 5th place, though, we have SNS from Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 270,000 points, and SNS used to be in 4th place, and just before the season ended, they got bumped back to 5th. So in that 4th place spot now, it's Scrubeye from American Legion Fiddly with 273,000 points, making that jump into that 4th place spot right as that season was ending. But we got some shakeups here in these in this top 3 here. In 3rd place, it's Lucky Tim from American Legion Shack with 274,000 points. If you know Lucky Tim has been in that 2nd place spot for so long. And just before the season ended, they got bumped back to that 3rd place spot and taken that 2nd place spot for themselves. It's Nam from Corky's Bar South Haven with 295,000 points, just 5,000 points away from that 300,000 point club. But
yeah, not quite able to do it, and it really wouldn't have done anything for them getting into that 300,000 point club.
No, it's not like it would have just been like a little bit of a badge of honor, but not like it's gonna get them into that 1st place spot, because in that 1st place spot we have Not Lucky.
Dominant this season.
I mean, just dominating. Just a clear winner there. And I think, is that the new record?
Yes, the new record.
And it holds the new record for the Twiking Zone standing with 437,000 points. So,
yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy. Not Lucky. Just, I mean, holding that 1st place spot for it felt like the whole season. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if there was a person that held it for other than Not Lucky, but it definitely felt like Not Lucky held it for the entirety of the season. Maybe in the beginning, like 2 weeks, he didn't have it.
Exactly.
But like for the rest of the season, he was just.
I mean, and in Not Lucky, as much as he says he's not lucky, I mean, you have to be pretty lucky to be able to be that consistent and hold on to that. Like, I mean, he was earning points consistently, and I mean, that's why
you have to
437,000 points.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have to earn points consistently to be able to put up the point total that he put up with 437,000 points. I mean, getting close to half of his, getting over half of his location points. Yeah. Which you're going to see how high his location ended up landing.
I mean, crazy stuff. And the thing about it, when I'm looking at this location standings, Not Lucky would be just by himself is the fourth highest location. Wow. Just by himself, like if you were just like, yeah, Not Lucky's his own location. I mean, I know he's one person, but he's his own location. He would be in 4th place in the location standings.
Oh yeah, and he passes Corner Bar and Good Hue. Because you remove him from Corner Bar and Good Hue.
Oh, yeah, no. If you remove him from Corner Bar Good Hue, which is where he plays at, that would take off his points from them. And he would then, I think that would make him third place.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Well, we'll talk about the location stays in just a second after we talk about this great winner right here.
Yeah, it's Dex from Concordia Lanes in New Ulm, getting $16 on a 64 ball count there. So nice job, Dex.
Yeah, but let's hop into these location standings. Before I do that, do you watch Dexter? Have you ever watched it?
I have seen Dexter.
I was just wondering because I saw there's a new season that's coming out of Dexter that follows his kid, Dexter's kid, and
wait,
the main character's still in it.
Are you talking about like Dexter,
like the killer Dexter show?
Okay, I thought. I'm
not Dexter's Laboratory or whatever.
Yes,
that you're thinking
yes,
of. Yes,
that was what I was thinking of. So I was like, yeah, I've seen Dexter's like Laboratory before from Cartoon Network, and you were like,
no, I'm talking about the like he's like a good guy, but he just kills bad guys.
I know of that. I know of that as well. So
yes, that guy. They're making a new season of it, and so just
yes. Funny enough, I do know about that because it was on the side of a soda can box.
Really?
They were advertising it on the side of that box, and so I was like, Dexter, and that says Bloodlines after it, so I'm guessing that's a new show. So
yeah,
but
I was super surprised after years of not having the show. They decided to get it going again.
Yeah. Well.
I'm all for it. I really enjoyed watching it. I watched it with Hot Take Higgins. Last year at some point I watched the second half of the show because he was rewatching it, and I just hopped in, started watching it with him because he was in the living room, and so I watched like the second half seasons. I need to watch the first few seasons and really watch the whole thing, but really loved the last few seasons, and so I think I might watch the new one. But okay. Let's talk about location standings, as I've already talked too much about Dexter. We got location standings starting off 10th place. We got Lakefront Bar in the center, 283,000 points. 288,000 points for the 9th place location. Our place on 3rd in Faribault. 8th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 291,000 points. With 305,000 points. In 7th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent. 6th place, it's Mapleview Lounge 2 with 396,000 points. With 427,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Fridley. American Legion Fridley able to pass up Mapleview Lounge 2 in the last weeks of the season. 4th place, it's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 435,000 points. But now let's move on from that 400,000 point club into the 500,000 point club. Because in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven, 547,000 points. But these top tier locations, they really put themselves in a different grouping of, like, they just really accumulated the points. They both got into the 700,000 point club before anybody else could even get into the 500,000 point club. And so that's how dominant these locations were. Formerly, though, in 1st place, in 2nd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. They have 739,000 points. The #1 location.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at things.
Yes.
That totally made either added to the anticipation or
yes, I was just it was a dramatic pause. That's what it was. It had nothing to do with him.
Now we're just continuing it.
But in 1st place, that #1 location, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. They dominated this season and were able to sneak by taking home a bunch of points at the end of the season, making their season total of 833,000 points.
That is crazy. They are in that 800,000 point club there.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't believe it when I saw when I was making the script. I was like, they actually made it into like that club. That's ridiculous. The 800,000 point club.
Yeah, that is crazy there. We do have an ETAP spotlight for you guys. It's Cash Chaos for this broadcast here. Cash Chaos is a lot of fun. It's a retro game style ETAP game. So if you're into retro games or you just, you want an extra lucky one because it is an ETAP spotlight, go check out Cash Chaos. It's great. I enjoyed it a lot, and this music is, it's just a banger. So
it's just a banger, man. It's good. It definitely is one of my favorite. Like, it definitely gives me that game show theme, like that really popular like early 2000s game shows, like what's behind the door. But we got a winner on this one. It's Thomas over at Concordia Lanes in New Ulm, taking taking that 57 balls on that one to take home $12 Musco. So really good stuff. That minor is going to be clicking up to 56 balls next game. So you would be really close to it this next game. So get enrolled, Thomas. Play this next one and see if you can take home the minor on it.
Yeah, definitely go check it to see if you can get this one. But yeah, we have Pilot Games doesn't just have that ETAB game. There's not just Cash Chaos or Twins Wins like what we talked about.
Chaos. No, Cash Chaos is a really good one.
There's over 50 different charitable ETAB games, so playing time to win huge prizes up to $1,500, and all games with small bets between 50 cents and $5, and awesome bonus and free play rounds. So definitely go check them out. We give out jackpots all the time in the ETABs. It's a lot of good luck over there, a lot of fun. So check them out.
Yeah. Go for gold. That's all I gotta say. That's a great game. That's my under talked about game of today. Is just go for gold.
Go for gold.
It's talked about enough though. But I just wanted to throw it out there.
Oh, okay.
It was an ETAB that popped in my head, and I was like, oh, let's talk about that one. Go for gold. That's an OG.
Well, I guess if we're shouting out ETAB games, my favorite, Going Bananas. I mean,
yeah,
it's got monkeys. It's got bananas. What else could you ask for? It's got the jungle.
I finally figured out why there's all these monkeys on my social medias now. I didn't know what NFTs were for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
You sound kind of like an old man there.
I had no idea. I may be just not hip or whatever it is, but
it's not really hip. It's kind of like
it must be just becoming like extremely. It must be becoming more popular right now.
Well, it was becoming popular, and then it became popular enough to become a meme because the premise of it is funny. Like, I can understand why you'd get into it because it's kind of like a Bitcoin thing. Like, it's a lot kind of like Bitcoin, but it's also not at the same time. And you're also It's strange. It's strange.
I didn't get them, but there was just because right now the popular NFT is monkey NFTs, and I see them all over my timeline. And so I finally just asked Hot Take Higgins. I was like, "Why am I seeing all these monkeys on my timeline?" He told me they were NFTs, and people sell them, and you can own them. So that's all I really know about them. And so I probably sound very old now.
And some people are pretty proud of them, so that they'll put them as their profile pictures. And then when people notice that they have NFT as their profile picture, they'll screenshot it and make it their profile picture because it makes people mad when they buy a picture and other people can just screenshot it and use it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about it.
That's why it's been a meme, because people will get super offended by people screenshotting their NFTs because they're their bot photos. And so then when somebody could just be like, "No, it's my photo," and you can't really do anything about it, people go rant off.
Like, obviously people couldn't like put it on a T-shirt and start like branding it out and like trying to
I don't think
like, I think you could actually, someone could get you in trouble for that kind of thing, but it's just as much as like the McDonald's logo. Like, you can put that pretty much anywhere, and like you can make your own T-shirt and put the McDonald's logo, and that's fine. Like,
right.
No one cares.
Yeah. If you made it your own, if you took a screenshot of their NFT and you put it on a shirt and you just you didn't even sell it or anything. It was just your own shirt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could just do that. There's no repercussions for doing that.
Yeah. So it just doesn't quite make sense to me, and so that's another reason why I was very confused.
I've seen the side of the NFT part where you can just make money off of it. Whereas like if you
I've seen people selling their own NFTs, and that makes a little bit more sense to me. Just like selling photos,
right? It's kind of like in a sense is like this fluctuating marketplace, where but it's kind of like investing and stuff. So you buy it, wait for it to get big, and you sell it. It makes sense to me. It doesn't really make sense as a form of currency.
So basically, what you're saying is, if you bought a monkey NFT early on, you're running rich right now.
Apparently. Yeah, if you would have did that early on, it would have worked out great for you. But I also know that there's a lot of people who just buy an NFT and are just like, "This is my picture now. I love it."
I get that. Like, if you actually want to, I don't get, like, personally, like, I would never just buy my own, like, own like a picture. But I could get like the want to like actually own a piece of virtual art.
Yeah, but then you'd want it to be like physical, you know? 'Cause
Yeah,
then
true.
You just like then you just don't even. It's not like because then if it's a physical piece of art and somebody screenshots a photo of it off of you, it's like you don't actually have the physical art that I do.
We got Bob S. over at RJ's on 5th Avenue in Ellendale, taking home that $14.80 Musco prize. Good job, Bob S. I mean, really, all it seems like is it's just like a video game, like it just feels it's literally that's what John was telling me was that it's stolen from a video game that they allowed them to purchase the video game items and then you could sell them for real money on the game.
Oh, the premise of NFTs.
Yes, came from.
I was slowly piecing together
yes,
what you were
I
putting
didn't say
there.
it correctly.
Yeah, they stole this form of currency
through a video game, which it makes sense through video games. But
there is a lot of video games where they will branch out from just being a video game and will be a way of making money, like a form of making money. Like I know that there's like. If you've ever heard of the game RuneScape, it's pretty old, but a lot of people will actually use that to make money because you can buy gold and sell it there, and it's like its own form of currency.
Yeah,
because it was such a popular game. It still is a pretty popular game. Like
I mean, I've heard of it, and I don't know games, so yeah.
There's like scamming rings in there.
Wow.
Like people will because you can. There's like certain areas where you can kill people for their money. Like. People will try and scam them into coming into those areas, and then they'll have like a separate player come in and kill them with a bunch of good loot on them. And like these people don't even care about the game at all, but they're making money off of scamming people in the game.
Wow,
and it's crazy, and it's huge. Like it happens all the time in that game. So like it makes it so that like you can't interact with anybody. If you like interact with somebody who's like, hey man, come with me. If you give me this money, I'll give you
like
this.
You can never just create a random friend on the game.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do that. Like
yeah.
Well, you can also, but that's not true because you can if you know what you're looking for, like you can easily tell who's being a scammer.
Oh, for sure.
Not. But there's also like I've seen videos of people like busting into this game and like busting these scam rings where they'll do stuff like they'll have somebody act like they're not part of the scam and are trying to save you from the scam and then will try to scam you back into the scam. Like it is just crazy levels of like this mental like hula hoops. And then you'll like this guy I watched, he basically connected it all together, and since he's already experienced a lot of this before, like of just trying to break up these scams, like he will point out like this person came in and tried to save me from the scam, but they're also part of the scam, and like he'll then like scam the scammers out of money, and so it's crazy stuff. But
that's great.
If you ever want
absolutely insane.
A little bit of entertainment that's random, look up RuneScape scams, and it'll entertain you. I've never played the game, never had any interest, but those things interest me. So
that seems absolutely insane. Just to think of like that they were not playing the game to play the game; they were playing the game to make money.
Yeah, it's basically just a way of making money. No interest in actually playing this game.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, fun. Kind of fun stuff, I guess. But
really just weird random trivia that I've now presented that I never knew I was going to present at all. Ever.
Yeah, and it all came from NFTs.
Yeah, all from NFTs.
From random pictures of monkeys popping up on my.
It went from going bananas to NFTs to RuneScape scams. So there you go. That is pretty much how we work here on the broadcast.
Exactly, but we got to talk about more things about Pilot.
We'll back in.
Yeah, so if you want to be a person who competes for PGL points, which are specialty night points like Megasota Game Night, Wild Wednesday, and Vikings Game Day, you got to sign up at PGL.world to become a member of our league. Those players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it, so sign up at PGL.world today.
Yeah, sign up. Sign up and you could be highlighted. Have we highlighted our new members?
No, we haven't.
We haven't highlighted about our new members, but that's great stuff because you definitely want to get signed up, and we'll highlight you if you do because we love our new members. We have Miami Beach, Toda68, PCK 913, Bam Bam Schwaffy D's, Keith, and Gorilla G.
Yeah, a bunch of great players that have just got signed up. Bam Bam, we watched have a meteoric rise in our standings, shoot up in the PGL side of things, I think ended up in our top 10 for the final PGL standing.
Yeah, I believe it's because Bam Bam was one of those players that had a lot of play and a lot of points beforehand, and they just didn't know they had all those PGL points until they signed up at PGL.world, and those points got associated with their account.
Wow.
So that's why you saw them all of a sudden, they were like, boom, they're in the top 10, like all of a sudden at the same time as them becoming a new member.
Well, there's a winner, Lori, over at Rookie Sports Bar in Albany, taking home that $18 Musco prize. Good job, Lori, as we continue to grow these jackpots into game number 11.
Yeah, game number 11 here. We're flying by. Game number 8 was our lucky number game. Did we even
We didn't even talk about it.
Yeah. We got
it was Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. Is that how you say? That's how you spell Thomas?
Yeah.
Thomas?
Yeah, it's TH. You didn't know that it was the H is silent in
Well,
Thomas?
no, TH. No, I've seen the TH. The ON. I don't know why
I missed the N in
There's
it.
an N in the middle of there. Is it
Thomas?
Well, I guess it's still Thomas, but it's Autonomous.
Autonomous?
So there he is, extra like Autonomous from Concordia Lane. So.
Yeah, I completely missed that N in there, and so Autonomous.
It could be just
Thomas. It's probably just Thomas. We got 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled into this game. We got a minor. If you guys get a little bit more enrolled into this, it's going to click over $200. If it does do that, that means not this game, but the next game, it'd be clicking up to 60 balls or less. So we'll see if we can do that. If not, it should be at 60 balls or less in no time anyways. That major is at $20,000, 52 balls or less, very, very doable as well. But, I mean, I think we all got that eye on that minor, as 56 balls is just very, very doable.
Oh, yeah, and we're almost into that $200,000 there, which gets us into the to the 60 ball count there. So we'll probably have not this game or not the game after this one, right?
But the game after that, should be, unless we somehow got to $200 right here, right now, in the 30 seconds before getting enrolled into this game right here.
Yeah.
But let's talk about another way to earn not money, but PGL points. And one of those ways is not to just play our live bingo that we play on those specialty PGL nights, but play our e-tip boards for the week. Choose 5 squares for the Vikings versus the Bears, Sunday, January 9th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season X if you win. All you got to do is launch that app and select Sports Link. All we got to do is close... open up the squares pretty soon for that Vikings-Bears game. I think it'll be opened up in no time. And then from that all the way until 12 o'clock on that January 9th, you'll have an opportunity to fill out those squares.
Well, we are getting into game here, game number 11 of the broadcast, and we are at $39.80 Musco prize right now. That minor is at 56 balls, $192. $20,000 at 52 balls for that major. Great looks there. And that mega's looming in the background with 43 ball counts at $100,000.
Yeah, definitely some really good jackpots in these games right here. We already gave out that minor once, and we've already built it up to the point where it's closing in on giving it out once again. And so we'll see if we can give it out early on. I mean, we're right around the halfway point of these games. We're in game number 11, which is one less than the halfway point of these games. And when we're in the enrolling screen next game, that's the halfway point. And so hopefully, if we give it out in the next few games, we'll be on pace to be able to give out the 3 jackpot game.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's good looks right now. We'll see if we can do it. We'll try and make it happen here. And you just talked about those e-tip boards there.
Yes, I did.
And we've talked about, earning PGL points, how to earn some PGL points, and now we're going over some PGL point standings, the finals of last season.
Yes, tomorrow is our first PGL night of Season 11.
Right.
But let's talk about the final standings of Season 10, because these player standings, they're crazy. Maybe not as crazy as the Jackpot Hunter standings. I don't know if you've seen those yet.
I've not seen those.
So those are absolutely nuts. But let's go hit these PGL standings first.
Yeah, in 10th place here, previously unranked. Here, jumping into the top 10, it's Louis from American Legion St. James with 1,066,000 points. And before I keep moving on, though, we got Drumstick from Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato with $39.08 going to Drumstick on a 60 ball count. So not quite there. For that 56 ball count. I mean, it would have worked if that
if
minor
it clicked
had
up.
jumped up.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's even going to click up this next game, but keep on playing, get enrolled, because it's just going to, I mean, yeah, this game it's going to still be at 56 balls or less, but next game it's going to be at 60 balls or less, so a very, very doable jackpot on this one. And so get enrolled, press play, and see if you can take home it in 56 balls or less, and not give anybody the shot at the 60 balls or less one.
yeah, well, we'll see if somebody can do it. In 9th place, it's Bam Bam. We were talking about him earlier in those new player standings, getting all those points aside to him and making that meteoric rise. Bam Bam is from Stewartsville Legion Post with 1,177,000 points. 8th place, it's Sloppy from Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. Sloppy was in 6th place, got pushed back 2 spots. And, you're wondering who the culprit is? Well, actually, it's 2 culprits here, with 7th place being Wet Santa from Sundance Golf Banquet and Bowl with 1,368,000 points. Wet Santa was in 8th place, now is in 7th. 6th place, though, it's Nixon from VFW Roseville with 1,384,000 points. Nixon was in 7th place, now is in 6th place.
Yeah, really big movement by both of those players. I mean, Wet Santa being able to move up from 8th to 7th place, huge, but Nixon moving from 7th to 6th place as well is really, really big for them as well. As Sloppy, you just could see, maybe took a night off on that final Tuesday, cost him, and dropped all the way back from 6th to 8th.
Yeah, so we'll see if he can, that might light a fire under him a little bit this season, maybe drive him to.
He's always in our top 10. So.
I mean, he is always in our top 10s, but, it does fluctuate a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get up into those top spots. Because he's always, I haven't seen a Sloppy a number 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, number 1 Sloppy. So that's what I'm looking for this season, Season 11.
We're looking for a Sloppy number 1. We got 5th place. It's SpongeBob from Eagle St. James with 1,573,000 points. 4th place, it's Forget You D from VFW Austin with 1,728,000 points. In 3rd place, it's Bryzo from Underground Bar and Grill with 1,765,000 points. Bryzo was in 2nd place. Yeah, and this has been a back and forth bout between these two because both of them high risers right now. Both of them going back and forth, but it ended up being here on that final bit of the season. This is their permanent spots for this season. In 2nd place, T-Max 750 passed up Bryzo. T-Max 750 is in law play at with 1,788,000 points. T-Max 750 doesn't surprise me that they ended up in 2nd place because T-Max 750 has been just, absolutely blasting past people. I mean, T-Max 750, before the season ended, like a month or so before the season ended, was in 8th place or something like that.
Yeah.
And literally passed up everyone to get into that 2nd place spot. I mean, just cruising by everybody.
And then it wasn't just given the 2nd place spot, though. I mean, he shot up in points, but then Bryzo, Forget You D, SpongeBob, we're all fighting him for that 2nd place spot. Able to come out on top was a huge accomplishment for T-Max 750.
Yeah, T-Max 750.
Plus, he got signed up this season.
Yes.
Did you talk about that already?
No.
He got signed up at PGL.World this season, so it was his first season competing for PGL points.
Yeah, and the kid's a natural. So in 1st place, though, just yeah, almost impossible to catch up to because Devoided in first place has been dominating all season long. I mean, the kids got the right stuff. Roadside is from, Devoided is from Roadside with 2,154,000 points.
Yeah, good job.
45,000 points. Sorry, I mixed those two numbers.
Yeah, good job to that Devoided getting the win on that one. Able to clutch it up. We didn't have many doubts in Devoided, but I mean, there's still craziness that always happens at the end of these seasons. And let's talk about the craziness that happened in the location side of things. Because in 10th place we got VFW Austin with 4,460,000 points. With 4,450,000 points in 9th place, we got the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato. 8th place, it is the Root River Saloon 2 in Lanesboro with 4,460,000 points. 7th place, the final location outside the 5 million point club, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,673,000 points. Before I go over that, we got a winner.
Yeah, it's Bill Carson from the North Star Bar in St. Paul with $44.40. I know you would have liked it for it to be $44,000, but not quite there. Oh,
I was just Bill Carson sounded like a familiar name to me, and so I was like, I want to know.
Apparently, he was also in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That was someone's name.
That might be what it is.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Yes. Yes,
Bill
he's a
Carson.
fictional character from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. That's probably where I know him from. So, yeah, good stuff. Bill Carson getting the win on that one. And now that minor is at 60 balls or less, $318 if you're able to win it. So a really great prize for 60 balls or less. And you got 1 minute and 52 seconds to get enrolled. But I got some more locations to go over. In 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Wait Park in St. Cloud with 5,303,000 points. With 5,627,000 points. In 5th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. Cabin Bar in Nicolette is the 4th place location with 5,699,000 points. Now let's move on to the 6 million point club because with 6,067,000 points in 3rd place, we got VFW Northfield. The number 2 location is Neighborhood Tavern in Effie with 6,105,000 points. But, I mean, you talked about how big Team X750 rose in these standings. This location rose even higher. I mean, they flew from outside the standings in the final 2 months to in the 1st place spot. This location, Beck's Pub in Becker with 6,738,000 points.
That is crazy stuff. I mean, Beck's Pub and Becker being able to go from out of the standings to all the way into 1st place and winning the whole standings. I mean, that is crazy stuff there. And speaking of crazy, we have some wild news for you guys. It's the Wilds. I mean, it has been pretty wild for them because they are now 19-10-2 on the season.
Yeah, it's not been a great stretch for us.
No.
We're on a 5-game losing streak right now. And to make it even more negative, boom, it was -8 degrees in the first ever Winter Classic that they were able to play. The outdoor game that happened on New Year's Day, -8 degrees, which was the coldest NHL game of all time.
Yeah, that's crazy. -8 is.
That would suck.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
like,
I guess just layer up as much as possible.
Like, that's terrible. Oh, I feel so bad for you guys. So I mean, like, I don't blame them for any. I feel like anyone can lose a game in -8 degree weather because you just don't play it, and like your body isn't supposed to do movements in -8 degree weather. So, good job just competing. They ended up losing 6-4 on that game with the St. Louis Blues. They just had a very, very nice offensive attack that night.
Yeah, crazy stuff there. This Thursday, though, we have the Wilds versus the Bruins, and this is our Bruins. I don't know hockey names. I apologize.
Yes, it is the Bruins.
That's at 6 p.m. So be there for Thursday.
Yeah, let's see what the Bruins record is looking like right now. As
Let's see if we can pull it up here. Standings.
they are right now 16-10-2.
Ooh.
So, same loss tie record as us. We've played a few more games, gotten 3 more wins than they have on the season. And so this should be a really good test for us. I mean, could be one of those momentum swinging wins that you beat a good team and it propels you to a lot more wins.
Yeah. So
that's what we're hoping for.
yeah, we hope we can make that happen. And I believe that we can make it happen here. Pilot Games is teamed up with the Minnesota Wild, and it's for an ETAB game. Let's Go Wild. So play Let's Go Wild. It's one of our favorite ETAB games and your guys' favorite ETAB games as well because it's one of our most played games.
Oh, yeah, it's always one of those top 5 games that we're playing, and so definitely check it out. Love Let's Go Wild. But we're at 60 balls dropped right here. Let's see, can it go out? There it is. That's a jackpot.
Yeah,
a minor out to Matt over at Tammy's on the Avenue in Fairmont, taking home $310. Good job, Matt. And that's the second jackpot of this game. And since we gave out a jackpot, we're going to take a little bit of a break for the next game, game number 14 of the broadcast. And we'll be back for game number 15.
Yeah, I can't believe Nan was able to crawl her way into tying up the big-time player, Lucky Tim.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that both players are going to be building a big push for the end of the season here through the holidays. But we've got one player that kind of stands all by themselves with a 101,000 point lead, the only member of the 300,000 point club with 375,000 points over at Corner Bar Goodhue. Our number one player is not Lucky.
Oh, yeah, not Lucky, leading that charge for the players and also helping that location lead a giant charge as well. Yeah. But let's talk about these location standings. As in 10th place, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault, getting the starting off that 10th place spot with 264,000 points. Now in 9th place, we got Lakefront Bar in the Center with 283,000 points. Now with 287,000 points, the final location outside of the 300,000 point club, it's Titan Sports Saloon Oakdale in 8th. Now in 7th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent, not only moving up last week from 9th into 7th place, but now in the 300,000 point club with 302,000 points. 6th place, it's American Legion Fredley with 393,000 points. 5th place, Mapleview Lounge 2 with 396,000 points. Wow. Only needs a few wins to get into that 400,000 point club. True. But those locations in the 400,000 point club getting us started off in 4th place, it's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 422,000 points. With 490,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now, it's time for us to jump and skip over the 500,000 point club. And actually, we're going to do another big jump because we're jumping over into the 700,000 point club. Yeah, there's not a 500,000 point club. There's not a 600,000 point club, but there is 2 locations in the 700,000 point club.
Unbelievable. Never heard of before.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 1 location. Yeah. But the fact that there's 2 locations that have been able to put up this kind of lead is ridiculous. Let's get started off. 2nd place, home of the number 1 player, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 708,000 points. Wow. Yeah, can't believe that kind of point total. In 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. They have 711,000 points. Wow. And those locations, they're neck and neck, 1st and 2nd place, just coming down to the wire.
Yeah, I don't think we'll know until the final day who's going to be that number 1 location. It's coming down to the very, very end. We see that finish line starting to lean into the tape, but we're going to see who finishes first. My heart's pumping peanut butter. It's from 12 to 1, 7 days a week. It's the Twiking Zone, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Hey guys, and we love our PGL nights. You got Megasota Game Night that happens every single Tuesday right at 6:40. You got a Wild Wednesday that happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday.
Right.
And we also have a Vikings Game Day, which comes to you guys 30 minutes before every single Vikings kickoff. So it's a lot of fun, but there's also a lot of PGL games that go on during those nights that all go towards these PGL standings.
No, the PGL standings are hot and contentious. It's super awesome. It almost is going to melt this ice right here in the ice studios. But I'll tell you what's crazy to me is there's some players that are just every single week, every single season, every single year in our top 10. 2 of them have fallen out. Cannot believe it. It's Fishy24 and Drumsky. It just seems weird to have our top 10 without those 2 in there.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I've had a top 10 without these 2 players in it yet.
It really feels different, but we've got some fun new players getting into that top 10 in 10th place, not ranked before. It's Rocky over at Schiffler's Liquor with 1,057,000 points. With 1,059,000 points over at Stewartville Legion Post, it's Bam Bam in 10th place. Welcome to the top 10, you two. In 8th place, we got a fairly newcomer. It's Wet Santa over at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl, 1,319,000. I feel like I caught that on ESPN, the old Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl. I couldn't remember what 2 teams were playing in that. With 1,321,000 points over at the VFW Roseville, it's Nixon sitting in 7th place. In 6th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. All those locations super tight. That kind of 8th through 6th place, it could be anyone's switcheroo, switch up, switch down. We'll see what happens this week. But then with 1,573,000 points, we got to dive under the sea because it's 5th place SpongeBob over at Eagles St. James. Then we got to climb the mountain up that Mount Rushmore of bingo players to 4th place. We got Forget UD over at VFW Austin with 1,684,000 points. But with 1,693,000 points over at La Playette was the big riser the second half of this season. T-Max 750 falling back 1 spot to 3rd place. Who rose up into that 2nd place spot? Well, it's High Rising Brizo. It's not I can't say his name without the jazz hands and I don't know what you call how I sing his name, but there it is, Brizo. Sit there inside. 2nd place at the Underground Bar and Grill, 1,710,000 points. But there's only one player in the 2 million point club. That player has 2,081,000 points over at the roadside. Our number 1 player, Devoided.
Yeah, Devoided, absolutely dominant so far this season, but our location standings have been even more dominant as we start in the Hey guys, and we are getting into some more Jackpot Hunter. When we were on air, we gave out a minor jackpot to Matt, who took home $359. Funny enough, while we were off air, Matt won a Musco prize of $26.80.
Yeah, so Matt just doing it all right now. Nice job, Matt. Yeah, we are at $80 for this minor jackpot, 52 balls count there, and that major is at $20,229 at 52 balls. So good odds for that major. And
yeah, the closer that minor gets to $100, it's gonna be clicking up to 56 balls or less once it hits that mark, and so getting us even closer to that 3 jackpot goal that we have set for ourselves.
It's that lucrative 3-bet jackpot goal.
Exactly. We're already in game number 15 of 23 games, and so we're past the halfway point, but we still have a shot. I think we can do it. I'm super excited. What else I'm super excited about is you guys getting out there fishing on the ice. And so we're going to be stopping by and seeing what is over there at Leech Lake. This report was done by the Outdoors Weekly today, actually.
Wow.
So Leech Lake is open for ice fishing. Spoon jigs with minnow heads are working great for walleye and perch. Almost all depths are good right now as well. That's good to hear. All of them. Once people start driving a lot, they'll spook away from the roads. So keep that in mind. There has been reports of good spearing and lots of pike action on tip-ups. I wanna know more about spear fishing. Like I don't care what it is about. It could be very like normal, just like oh I register my spear here at whatever, and I'm like I want to know, like this is cool. It's spear fishing.
Well, what it is it's like a little trident basically, and you go into shallow water and you just.
Really?
And you try to prong them. I mean, not prong them, but yeah.
And it's the same thing with ice fishing. Like spearing fishing, like while you're ice fishing, like you're just going off.
I'm just going off of
like the one like documentary that randomly taught.
Oh no, I was just going off of randomness. I literally.
Okay.
I've never watched a documentary on spearfishing or even a documentary mentioning spearfishing before.
Okay.
I just started saying that like I knew what I was talking about because it entertains me.
It does. well, it's entertained me now. But yeah, pike action on tip-ups have been really good. The DNR reports for lake look good. For the lake, the DNR reports for the lake look good. We got a winner, though, before I keep on talking.
Yeah, we got Jay Ray from Tamas on the Ave in Fairmont, getting $37 there. Nice job, Jay Ray.
Yeah, Tammy's has been hot because that's also where Matt's been playing.
Oh.
Is Tammy's. So
Jay Ray trying to get in on this luck and action that Matt's got going on here. So
yeah, good job. And now we're getting enrolled into game number 16 of the broadcast. So get enrolled, press play. That miner's now over $100. So next game, it's going to be clicking up to 56 balls or less, making it very doable. But I keep on moving away from the fishing report. Okay. Let's talk about it. The DNR reports for the lake look good. So they have really good year classes coming up through the lake. For perch and walleye. There have been a change in limits for crappies and sunfish since last winter, so keep that in mind if you're chasing the big ones. It is never too early to think about open water fishing on Leech Lake also, so enjoy the new year and come try Leech Lake in 2022.
Yeah, definitely come try it. Come try it out, and just for you guys' notice, Leech Lake doesn't actually have a lot of leeches. I mean, I just, for a little while there when we used to read about Leech Lake, I used to think there's got to be an abnormal amount of leeches in Leech Lake. Apparently, it just has the normal amount of leeches that every lake has. So,
false advertising.
False advertising.
Trying to, just a tourist grab.
I mean, I would have gone if they would have had a ton of leeches in it.
No, love good old Leech Lake and their normal amount of leeches.
Yes.
55 seconds to get enrolled in this next one. So get enrolled, press play, take it home into 52 balls or less, and you'll be able to take home over $20,300. So definitely get enrolled, press play. It's a lot of money on the line. And you just got 30 seconds to do so. Also, if you win that giant amount of money, there's definitely something you need to do.
Oh, yeah. If you do, send in a player pick to us. Sorry, I was a little lost there, but we got we're right back in. Just a reminder, you guys, if you do win that big jackpot or, the minor jackpot, it doesn't really matter what you do. What you do if you win money and you're having fun playing Pilot games, send us a player pick because we love to see them, and you'll get some extra luck for the rest of the broadcast, maybe the rest of the season. I mean, you'll never know unless you send in a player pick, and you can do that by sharing it on Facebook using either sending it to Facebook to us on Facebook with the Messenger app, or doing that hashtag Pilot Games. You saw it there on the. If you're holding up an iPad, it's going to be the right side of your screen, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on your guys' right side of your screen over there, it looks, for me, I'm pointing left to emulate the right side of your screen. But it's in the rolling screen. I know that Ian's looking for it right now, but it only happens when it's in the rolling screen. That hashtag Pilot Games. You can use it, or you can email us at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Yeah, a great way for us to get to connect with you guys. So definitely send in those player picks. We got a little bit of sad news though. With Green Bay's victory last night, coupled with Philadelphia's 20-16 triumph at Washington earlier in the day, the Vikings, who dropped to 7-9, also dropped from postseason contention and gave the Eagles a playoff berth. But, I mean, it wasn't to a huge surprise as the Vikings were playing without Kirk Cousins as he was on the COVID-19 reserve list.
I mean, it's tough, but we still have one last game. You know,
take on the Bears.
Yes, one last game for you guys where we're taking on the Bears this Sunday. That's January 9th for you people that like calendar dates. And we have a little bit of Vikings news, some final Viking news for you guys. Actually, it's probably not the final Viking news, but we have some more Vikings news.
I wanted to see if there was any other good Vikings news. It looks like we have quite a few players on COVID-19 protocol. 5 new Vikings, it's looking like, as we had left tackle Christian Darrisaw, left guard Ezra Cleveland, right tackle Brian O'Neill, safety Cameron Bynum, and Kendricks all joined the list.
Yeah, we got a winner here of this game, number 16 of the broadcast, with Reason, from Roadside Bar and Grill in Borup. That's one of those pronunciation Minnesota
but like it's going to be like one of those where we call it Borup and it's just Borup. Like, and then it's going to be the one that says that's like it's like Chelsea, and you're like yeah, Chelsea, Minnesota, and then it's Calais, Minnesota. like what? No.
You think it's one of those like where it looks like it's a monster name, like a monstrous to pronounce name, and then it's really just is Borup, and then like it's always the ones that you don't think
like it's Shakopee, like it totally looks like Shakopee, but it's Shakopee.
Right, yeah, and anybody looking at it for the first time would instantly think the Shakopee, but it's really Shakopee. So.
Yeah, it's an interesting interesting dilemma with you Minnesota town names. But let's move back to our Vikings, as we do have a partnership with the Vikings, and that partnership birthed an ETAV game. Vikings victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and win big prizes if you do so, and it will help us out as we are taking on the Bears. This weekend, the Bears. I mean, it's looking to be a really tough one, as we're missing, I mean, pretty much our whole offensive line. I mean, our starting left tackle, our starting left guard, our starting right tackle, all out for COVID protocol. So it's just it's looking tough. But, I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm not necessarily against losing.
I mean, just get us a better draft pick?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, we already lost playoff contention. Like, we can't make the playoffs. So, like, just get the better play. I mean, obviously, I think just winning is better because you're playing the Bears, in conference rival. Like, it feels better ending off the season. But it is a bit like, do we go after a better pick now? Could be the case. We draft well anyways, so no matter where we end up, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. So we'll see how things end up. I'm kind of leaning towards the side of let's just get a win to finish it off here. But
yeah. Speaking of Vikings players, just because I have a million things running through my head football wise. Justin Jefferson's record got beat for rookie receiving yards record, and Jamar Chase passed him in that with a 300-yard receiving game. It was absolutely ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Because he needed a ridiculous amount of yards to catch him, and just absolutely put up bonkers numbers. He broke the singles game record with that. He had 11 catches for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Chiefs.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of numbers for him.
Yeah, I mean that's super impressive. I mean, what's even more impressive is I do think that Justin Jefferson is the better of the two wide receivers, and it's just absolutely ridiculous that those two were in the same receiving corps at the same time. In college, like two guys that are like premier, are predicted to be top 5 wide receivers within the next 7 seasons. Like they're expected to be at that point, and they both were on the same college team.
I mean, that's crazy. Imagine having that kind of receiving power on your team.
Yeah, like Joe Burrow did not have to struggle at all, during that time. Like he just was throwing to wide open dudes.
Yeah, no, just top tier talent.
Like he was just kind of like, okay, I'm guessing one of them's open, and just chucked it back.
Is it Justin Jefferson or is it Jamar Chase? I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, just toss it up to him. One of them's gonna catch it. But yeah, that's crazy. And speaking of crazy,
yeah, let's cop into it.
I mean, these jackpot hunter standings are crazy. I mean, I'm just getting a look at it right now, and I can already tell you that things have shaken up, shaken up hard.
Real hard. Let's hop right into it.
In 10th place here, before we got Matt. We got Matt getting another win.
Yeah, I think that's the hat trick for Matt over at Tammy's on the Avenue in Fairmont, taking that $54 must-go prize. And that means that jackpot is growing and rolling into this next game. It's not going to be quite into 60 balls or less yet, but in game number 18 of the broadcast, as we're getting enrolled right now into we're getting enrolled into game number 18. In game number 19, we're going to have a shot at a 60 ball or less minor jackpot.
Yeah, that is so sad. It was literally $3 away from getting into that $200, which would make it so that this game was a 60 ball count.
But just not quite able to do it. We got 2 minutes to get enrolled in this one, and it will for sure be 60 balls or less in game number 19. So get enrolled.
Or we can just
press play.
Give it out right now. We could just give it out right now.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's very doable.
56 balls. I know, because it always builds up so quickly, and we don't have a lot of shot at 56 balls or less. That's a pretty normal ball count to hit.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not crazy to hit a 56 balls or less ball count. So definitely getting rolled. There's a high likelihood. But let's talk about those jackpot hunter standings.
Yes. In 10th place here, we got Patriot 21 from VFW playing with 27,000 points. In 8th place, it's Keith from Dito's Bar with 30,000 points. And also in 8th place, we have one away from American Legion Rice with 30,000 points, because that's how ties work. But in 6th place, we have a two-way tie. It's Mama Bit from Broadway Pizza Blaine and Curtis J from Country Lounge with 36,000 points each. 5th place, it's FKNA with Lucky's 13 Mendota with 40,000 points. And in 4th place, it's Wolfstein from Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 43,000 points. Wolfstein has been in the top 10 for a long time now, so seeing them end up in 4th place is not too surprising. And this 3rd place player isn't too surprising either. It's Bull from Corn Bar Goodie with 54,000 points. But in this 2nd place spot, I mean, this is really surprising, because this 2nd place player has been dominating for so long here. It's Yags 370 from Riverboat Depot with 58,000 points. But the craziest part of this whole thing is this 1st place player.
Yeah, you remember that big tie in 10th place?
Yeah.
When we got off air?
Oh, well, they've broken it up.
Yeah,
This big tie is breaking up because, I mean, not only is there a lot of players that were not in the top 10 that have entered in the top 10, I mean, like Patriot 21, Keith, trying to think of other player was not in there. All those 3 of players that were previously not in the top 10 entered in the top 10 within the final bit there. So crazy stuff. But this number 1 player, I mean, I don't even know how to explain this.
I don't know.
Change here. In 1st place, it's Bobo from Corn Bar Goodie with 83,000 points. Now, to give you perspective, is Bobo was in 10th
when we went off air.
Bobo was in 10th when we went off air. Now Bobo's in 1st place. And when we went off air, Yags 370 had a commanding lead.
Oh, huge lead on everyone
Like,
else.
Big old chunk of a lead there. And Bobo
Didn't just reel him in.
didn't just reel him in, didn't just barely beat him. Bobo killed him. I mean, 83,000 points to his 58,000 points.
Absolutely
That
insane.
is a big lead in the Jackpot Hunter standings, and Bobo did it from when we went off air until the end of the season.
Just absolutely. I don't know how he did it, but he did and was able to accumulate huge amounts of points while doing it. Good job, Bobo. Not only did he, during that time, accumulate all those points for the Jackpot Hunter standings and move from 10th to first place, but he also did enough work to get himself into the top 10 of the Twiking zone as well, moving from outside the top 10 to 9th place as well. So, I mean, just super impressive stuff for him.
That is crazy stuff. The locations have been a little wacky too.
Yeah, not nearly as crazy as the player standings, but let's hop into them. In 10th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 61,000 points. 9th place, Billy's Rockford with 62,000 points. With 64,000 points. In 8th place, we got Tight Sports Saloon in Oakdale. 7th place, Broadway Pizza Maple Grove with 65,000 points.
And we got a winner here for this game, number 18 of the broadcast. It's Ambo from Country Lounge with in St. Paul with $52.20 going to Ambo there on a 61 ball count. And now we're getting to the 60 ball count minor game here.
Game number 19.
So, game number 19 of the broadcast. We're getting close to the finish here, and we're trying to give out one more jackpot for you guys.
Yeah, we still got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 games left to give out another jackpot. I think we're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5 games. That's even more than what I was expecting, because in my head, for some reason, I was in my head thinking we only had 20 games of Jackpot Hunter, but really we have 23 games of Jackpot Hunter. So we still got 5 games left. And so get enrolled, press play. That minor, if it doesn't go out in this game right here, we'll be clicking up to 64 balls or less in game 20. So just very, very doable jackpots here. 1 minute and 53 seconds to get enrolled. But let's continue with these location standings. 6th place, former champs, Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 82,000 points. With 86,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice. 4th place, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 89,000 points. With 95,000 points in 3rd place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. That number 2 location is in the 100,000 point club, and that is Country Lounge in St. Paul with 101,000 points. But with 182,000 points in 1st place, has held on to that 1st place spot for a while, and that's Corner Bar in Goodhue. And they really got helped out by Bobo having a huge run at the very end of the season, and also the fact that Bowl was the number 2 player for the majority of this season. So not only did they have the number 1 player, but they had the number 3 player also at their location.
That is crazy there. Definitely part of the reason why they were number 1.
Yeah, helps out just a bit.
Helps out just a little bit, but I mean, what are you going to do?
Tomato. I don't know why.
We're now adding in things that don't make any sense, but we're always doing that on the broadcast. So
I always talk about it. I want to find someone that says potato. It's turned from that I will hate anybody that would say potato, like, because I'm like everyone says potato, like no one says potato, but like now I have a craving to find someone that says potato.
A craving.
I'm like if someone said potato, I'd be like, say it more.
Like, I want to hear you say it, and like I want you to also recognize it's wrong, but I don't want you to stop. Like,
yeah, like I want you to just keep on living your life saying potato. That's awesome.
Well, it also could be that, you know, the only one who does say that has a speech impediment, so you could be hunting down someone with a speech impediment and then making fun of them for having a speech impediment.
And I'm just being a jerk. So,
then, you know, things like this are just things you got to think about.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably why I haven't gone out and searched. But I didn't realize what was really holding me back until now.
It was only myself.
We got 14 balls dropped on this one. But we got some great celebrity birthdays to go over. This first one is a really awesome one. Born in 1892, created one of the biggest book stories ever. Yeah. J.R.R. Tolkien, author of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't know more of that book. I don't know what that's
You don't know
about.
Lord of the Rings, are you?
I don't know. J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't know who that guy is, but
I mean, absolutely, absolutely genius work from J.R.R. Tolkien. I mean, is there many books that can go on his level of, like, when you're talking about fantasy books? Like, he may have the #1 fantasy book of all time.
I mean, most known. I mean, Harry Potter's up there as well. I know that.
Oh, for sure.
That one's a lot fantasy. That's really well known. But not to the level. J.R.R. Tolkien, that one he made in 1892. I mean, I'm pretty sure he made it after like World War something. I think it was in between what. I don't know dates very well.
I'm not 100% sure on when he exactly made it. All I remember is that he was good friends with C.S. Lewis. Who C.S. Lewis, he wrote the Narnia series.
Right.
And when J.R.R. Tolkien read his books, he went, this is way too obvious representation of the Bible.
Right.
And decided that he was going to make a book that represented the Bible, but make it in a way that's significantly harder.
Simple is way more subtle.
Yes, where like Aslan and all that was very obvious. Like
it was like, I mean, they literally had like basically what you would consider like their savior being crucified. Like they had him like on a Anyway, so
we got a winner on this one. We got John, Donna, Murr, Pooh, all splitting that $64 must-go prize of $55.60.
Sometimes, because how the like headset gets you feedback to your your own voice, so you can kind of hear yourself a little bit better when you have the headsets on. Like when I laugh with the headset on, part of me is like, wow, that is the weirdest laugh I've ever heard. So sometimes when I laugh, I'm like, oh no, shut up.
I'm very self-conscious about my laughs.
Hey, no, at this point, I don't really care all that much. I do laugh. It just is funny hearing it more better with the headset on. But yeah, 1939, we have another celebrity here.
Yes.
It's Bobby Hull, Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame left wing. He got the Art Ross Trophy in 1960, 62, and 66. He got the Hart Memorial Trophy in 65 and 66. So he was born in Point Anne, Ontario.
Yeah, happy birthday, Bobby Hull, just one of those great hockey players. Born in 1946. We got John Paul Jones, also known as John Baldwin. He was an English rock bassist and songwriter in Led Zeppelin. I mean, doing big hits like Stairway to Heaven and other crazy, huge hits.
I mean,
Led Zeppelin is huge. He was the bass player for Led Zeppelin, so happy birthday, John Paul Jones. He was born in London.
Yeah, cool stuff there. Definitely, if you are part of Led Zeppelin writing songs and being their rock bassist,
you're famous.
You're pretty famous.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, like Led Zeppelin, like I'm not a huge like rock artist fan, but like if I met any artists from Led Zeppelin, I would geek a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I don't even know like much about them at all. But like you've heard their songs before, and they made them in in the 1980s, 1970s. I think it's at the end of 1970s, like 1976 was when they were really big, or 1975. Around that time,
exactly when they
we could figure out if you're really into Led Zeppelin, you could just be like, nah, it was late 19 blah blah blah, and you sound like an idiot. But it was in the 1970s when they were big, I believe.
Yes, that's what it is looking like. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah. The Stairway to Heaven came out in 1971.
So it's actually probably closer to 60s, early.
Well, that could have been their big breakout
album.
So.
Yeah, breakout song. Yeah. So I'm not a huge fan, not a huge rock artist fan, but I am a little bit of a Led Zeppelin fan, and so happy birthday, John Paul Jones.
Yeah, 1950 here we have a Victoria Principal actress. I hope I said her name right.
Yeah, let's look at what she has done. She later known as well, her first name is Vicky Ree Principal, later known as Victoria Principal. She's an American actress, producer, entrepreneur, and author, best known for her role as Pamela Barnes Ewing on the American primetime television soap opera series Dallas. Okay, I've heard of Dallas before. She spent 9 years on that long-running series. Okay, so yeah, that's huge. I know that's one of the biggest soap operas to ever exist, and so happy birthday, Victoria.
Yeah, and that makes more sense now that why I had no idea who she was even when we pulled up her photo. So
yes, yeah, I have never watched Dallas or anything. All I know is that I've heard the name Dallas,
right?
And if I've heard the name of any soap opera, it's one of the biggest soap operas of all time. And so, so yeah, happy birthday to the great Victoria Principal.
Yeah, we have another.
Yes, yeah, we went over the last one. 1956, Mel Gibson, American actor. He was in Mad Max, Lethal Weapon, lots of different things. He's a filmmaker. He was born in
don't forget to
Peekskill, New York.
You know, don't forget to mention Lethal Weapon 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. You know,
20.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon 20. Don't forget about that one. But.
We got some winners on this one. It's Forget It. Over at VFW Austin, and I win. Ha 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 ha. Oh,
you had an extra ha there.
Sorry. Sorry.
I got carried away.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I for some reason it just popped in my head, and that was the jackpot.
Oh, that was our wow. We totally were just.
That was the jackpot.
What? That was the minor split, right? So we got.
We'll see it in just a second when Curtis sends it in.
Yeah. Wow. I totally missed that, but we'll give you guys your proper excitement here because we missed it, and now we are excited because that was our third jackpot of the broadcast.
Well, you get talking about Mel Gibson.
I mean, we were talking about Mel Gibson. So. Man, this next one is gonna make me forget as well.
oh yeah. One of the greatest ever do it.
Oh, I mean. Arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. In his prime, of course. In his prime. 1981, it's Eli Manning, American NFL quarterback. Was the MVP for Super Bowl in 2007 and 2011. Pro Bowl 2008, 11, 12, 15, and was part of the New York Giants. So
yeah, I mean, the classic New York Giants, but we got that jackpot there now.
Yeah, that minor jackpot was a total of $533.60, and it was went out to it was split between these two. It was I win, ha ha ha. You know, if you're Ian there, extra ha. We got forget it. Forget it. Splitting $533.60. I mean, that's a lot of money for a minor jackpot.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget about it.
Forget it. Good, really good stuff. Good job, forget it. And I win, haha. Those great wins. $500 getting split between the two of you. Enjoy, as we are now getting enrolled into game number 21 of the broadcast. And so get enrolled, press play, because we're going to try and give out another jackpot.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we have a chance.
I mean, 52 balls or less, there's always a chance.
The impossible 4 jackpot. Jackpot Hunter.
You know how much bragging I would do if I gave out 4 jackpots in one broadcast?
I will mention that for the whole rest of the season. Like anytime I'm on broadcast, I'll be like, "Hey, do you guys remember that 4 jackpot game I was a part of?"
It was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was more than cool.
24. The little SpongeBob reference. How many stars do you got?
Well, it would be like my badge of honor.
That's what.
Yeah, we got some Timberwolves news for you guys. We are currently 500 right now, 15 and 15.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fully up to date. Sorry if I haven't fully updated that. Let's
see. Here, I thought because I was like, we stayed 500, but I feel like we played more games.
No, we're 16 and 20 now. Not 500 anymore.
Oh man. Wow. I was like, I thought that was like last time we checked up.
Yeah, it was last time we checked up. We were 15 and 15. Now we're 16 and 20.
Yeah, we're trying to get back to that 500 point.
Yeah.
I feel like every time we get up, we always go down a little bit. But
yeah, but then we got in the way of a really hot Los Angeles team last game, which kind of stuck. LeBron James has been on a tear. He scored 26 points. Malik Monk added in 22 for Los Angeles as they beat them by 108 to 103. Super close right there. And that was just on Sunday night. And for the first time in their 3 meetings this season. So we have come out on top of the Lakers 2 of the 3 times. So really good stuff.
Yeah. We should just focus on that record rather than.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
Naz Reid had a really good game.
Yeah, Naz Reid led the Wolves with a season high of 23 points, making 10 out of 17 from the floor and 11 rebounds. The first 20-plus points and 10-plus rebounds effort of his career. Jalen Noel added 17 points off the bench. So great stuff from those two. Yeah, and we have a game today at 9:30 against the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, should be a really good one. The Clippers are right now 19 and 18, and so not too far off actually record-wise from what we're sitting at. And we could see if we're able to catch up to them as we are actually 6 spots behind them, but not too far. The win gap is not too far.
Yeah, we have
There's a new bit.
We got two winners here and a new bit to talk about. It's Larry Bit from Roadside Bar and Grill with splitting that $24 prize with Mayor from Concordia Lanes. And we say there's a new bit because Larry Bit. There's a bunch of players with Bit at the end of their name.
Yes.
And or just Bit in their name, or just Bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mama Bit, you got E Bit, you got now Larry Bit, and so I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's great stuff. I'm excited for this new
Age of Bits.
Age of Bits here. So we're getting
it's the dawn of bits.
It is the dawn of bits. You see it here. No, it's fun stuff to see names that reference other people's names and
that's why I like the Yags crew because there's Yags 370, Mrs. Yags. That the parents of them is Mrs. T and Mr. T, and so you get family names, and I absolutely love it. It helps me keep track of who's playing.
Yeah, and then there's just the name Yags crew that sometimes plays as well.
Yes, exactly. So there's even more of them, and I think that's when they play together. Actually,
oh,
so
okay.
it's actually when they actually get together and only play on one iPad. So it's a lot of fun, and so I like it. I like paying attention to all the crazy names, but let's pay attention to some really important names as we got our Toy King Zone top 10. And I think did I go over the players last time for these ones?
I believe that I went over the stand.
Okay, in 10th place, we got Bryzo over at the Atomic Star Tavern. 9th place, Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 7th place, we got a 2-way tie between Puts at Rumors Bar and Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park. 6th place, it's Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. 5th place, SNS over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. Getting bumped back 1 spot by the number 4 player, Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. A really good movement for Scrub Eye, our favorite pilot Pokemon. In 3rd place, we got Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee, and Lucky Tim was tied up with Nan for a really long time. Nan able to move past Lucky Tim, get solidly into 2nd place over at Corky's Bar South Haven. But then that number 1 player is in the 400,000 point club, and that's not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue, the number 1 location in the Toy King Zone for Season 10.
And we'll go over these location standings for you guys as we are getting the game number 22 of the broadcast. So this game and then one more after it. Wow. So this is it. We still have the chance to get that lucrative 4th jackpot. I'm still, hoping we can get there.
Fingers crossed.
Knock on wood. Even if it's fake wood. And yeah.
You mean we got the real wood right there? Wait, where is it? Boom, boom.
Oh, that's Oh yes, the real wood. The real wood.
As there's literal pixels that are showing on the screen.
Not also fake wood. No, sorry, we got off track there a little bit. We got the location standings for you guys. In 10th place, we have Lakefront Bar in the center. In 10th place with 283,000 points there. In 9th place, previously in 10th, is our place on 3rd in Faribault, 288,000 points there, passing up Lakefront Bar. 8th place is Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 291,000 points. In 7th place is Manor Sports Hub in La Crescent. 6th place, it's Mapleview Lounge, the second in Mapleview. 5th place, it's American Legion Fridley. 4th place is Carboni's Pizzeria in Pub Oak Park Heights. 3rd place is Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place, previously in 1st, it's VFW Spring Lake Park getting knocked out of that 1st place spot at the final end of the season for 1st place spot to be taken over by Corner Bar Goodhue.
Yeah, Corner Bar and Goodhue dominated the end of the season, being able to not only just pass them up, but get 833,000 points compared to their 739,000 points. Absolutely insane. But we're at 55 balls dropped on this one. That means we've moved on from all of these jackpots. We're working on a $24.40 Musco prize. And we got some players like Larry Bitts, Sophie, Murr, JC Holmes, all trying to take this one home, who are 3 balls away. We'll see if they can take this one nice and early so we can get enrolled to our final game and have one final shot to try and give out a great jackpot.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean to make that rhyme.
Yeah.
One shot to give out a jackpot. But let's talk about some fun Minnesota facts.
Why did I feel like I was in a musical there for a second? Thought you were like in Aladdin about to give out a song there. Yeah, we got some winners here in this game number 22 of the broadcast. So we have one more game after this, but it's JC Holmes, Larry Bitt, and Sophie, all splitting $24.40 there.
Is that all 3 of the names I said when I was talking about 3 balls away?
Was it?
Did I say Larry Bitt, Sophie, and JC Holmes? No, I also said Murr. So it wasn't all. I said 4. I said 4 different names. Okay. I was like, that would have been absolutely insane if just like all 3 players that I was like, oh, it looks like 3 balls away. Sophie, I mean, it's not that crazy because they were 3 balls away when I announced it.
But usually that stuff changes super easily, and so then that they were 3 balls away, like leading it, and then they ended up with 3 of them winning it. If you'd said just their 3 names,
I would have been so impressed with myself. I was like, holy guacamole.
I mean, just Murr throwing a wrench in there. I mean, Murr, why couldn't you just gotten a win?
But let's talk about some Minnesota fun facts. There's actually 69,200 miles of rivers and streams in Minnesota. That's actually enough to wrap around the equator 2 3/4 times. So almost 3 whole times it wraps around the Earth.
I mean, almost 3 whole times. You know, Minnesota, why can't we just have enough rivers and streams to wrap 3 whole times? I mean, is that not enough to ask for? Is that too much to ask for? I mean,
ridiculous. But really crazy stuff. I can't believe they have that many water sources in Minnesota. I mean, everyone knows that they're the land of like 10,000 lakes, but I don't think people truly appreciate the amount of water that is in Minnesota. It's ridiculous. So that's a crazy fact. But let's hop into the Jackpot Hunter standings one last time. In 10th place, we got Patriot 22 at VFW Blaine. 8th place, it is a 2-way tie between Keith at Ditto's Bar and 1 away at American Legion Rice. 6th place, we have another 2-way tie between Mama Bit at Broadway Pizza in Blaine and Curtis J at Country Lounge. One of those pits rearing their head once again. But in 5th place, we got Player at Lucky 13 in Mendota. 4th place, Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. In 3rd place, we got Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue. Closing in on that number 2 player, Yags 370 at the Riverboat Depot. Because the number 1 player moving all the way from 10th place is Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Yeah, we are in game number 23 of the broadcast here. In this final game, we have a minor of $86 at 52 balls. We have a major at $20,588 at 52 balls, and a mega illuminating background, 43 balls, $100,000. But that must go there is $20.40. So at least someone's getting $20.40. But we also are looking to give that major and minor together out.
That's for sure. Well, since we are on limited time during this broadcast, I'm going to talk about just the 5 locations that have killed it this season. 5th place, American Legion Rice. 4th place, Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. 3rd place, Pappy's Cafe 2. 2nd place, Country Lounge. And in 1st place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. Corner Bar in Goodhue has just been a dominant location that really accumulated a lot of points.
Yep, and before we finish our broadcast, we have our charity spotlight, our most important part of the broadcast here. It's Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival here, and you know they have a little bit of an
event, a great event.
Yes.
The Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival is a fun escape from winter after the holidays are over. After the holidays are over, if you like horses, curling, ice sculptures, and parades, this event is for you. They have activities for all ages. Just a few of them include a Frosty the Snowman contest, medallion hunt, bridge, a dance, and a coloring contest.
Yes, so definitely go check them out. And if you're wondering how to support the Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival, the location here that you should head to is Barden's on Main. Barden's Bar and Liquor Store is located in the town of Waseca, Minnesota. Barden's is known for its fine atmosphere and best patio in town.
Okay.
A great variety of beer flows freely from the taps, and a wide array of liquors are available.
That's awesome. Should be a really good spot. So definitely check out Barton's on Main to support the Waseca Sleigh and Cutter Festival.
Oh man, Larry Bitt doing it for the final time here of this broadcast. Larry Bitt from Roadside Bar and Grill in Borup getting that win there. I believe that we stay for the Lucky 4 Bingo game.
Yes, we
here,
do. So we got time. I forgot that we do that. And so let's talk about this day in history. As on January 3rd, 1973, a 12-member group headed by George Steinbrenner purchases the New York Yankees for $10 million from the Columbia Broadcasting System, which owned the team since 1964. The group included CBS's Yankees president Michael Burke, who briefly served in that role under Steinbrenner, known by many names as the Boss. Steinbrenner goes on to become one of the more controversial owners in sports history.
Well,
and he owned the New York Yankees, so like you just become famous whenever you own the New York Yankees.
Yes, yeah, definitely. You usually become sort of famous just buying any sort of national sports franchise, so any sort of franchise at all. But yeah, we have some PGL standings to go over quickly for you guys.
Yeah, the final PGL standings that were awesome. Tomorrow is our first PGL night of the week, so definitely come out Tuesday night. It's going to be at 6:40 this Tuesday. It's going to be Tony and Nikki coming with the bedazzled headset, the turquoise jackets, trying to bring you guys all the bingo fun that you guys want. And so definitely come out for that. And so you can maybe make an appearance on this season's top 10.
Yeah, but last season's top 10 here, the final top 10, get you the... This is where, for all the marbles there for that top 10. So we'll go over that quickly for you guys. 10th place, it's Louie. 9th place, it's Bam Bam. 8th place, it's Sloppy. 7th place, it's Wet Santa. 6th place, it's Nixon. 5th place, it's SpongeBob. 4th place is Forget UD. 3rd place, it's Bryzo. 2nd place, it's T-Max 750. And in 1st place, it's Devoided.
Yeah, good job to all those players, but Devoided in particular, just dominating this season. I'm going to be watching out for some of these players. Do you have a player to watch out? Season 11 watch.
I mean, T-Max 750 has got me looking for him because, I mean, him and Bryzo as well. I mean, both those two were killing it at the end of the season, trying to reel in Devoided. Couldn't quite do it. So Devoided, is quite the monster there in the PGL standings. But if T-Max 750 and Bryzo bring the energy they were bringing at the end of the season, at the beginning of the season here, I think that they could dominate this season.
All right, here's my player. Bam Bam. Bam Bam, really top tier. And we all assume that Bam Bam had points before getting signed up.
Oh, we're already moving on to the major jackpot, and we're moving on to the mini jackpot here. So this Lucky 4 bingo's going by pretty quick here. So we'll give you guys.
Let's see, can it go out right here? Nope, doesn't look like it. We're moving on to a must-go. $4. But let's talk about these location standings in the PGL side of things. 10th place, VFW Austin. 9th place, Underground Bar and Grill. 8th place, Root River Saloon 2 in Waynesboro. 7th place, Howie Sports Bar and Grill. In 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Way Park. 5th place, Neeson's Gaylord. 4th place, Cabin Bar and Nicolette. 3rd place, VFW Northfield. 2nd place, Neighborhood Tavern Neffy. And in 1st place is Beck's Pub in Becker.
Yeah, we'll see here who can get this Lucky 4 bingo win.
I really hope you're wearing more than one sock at Friends Bar.
A one sock 13. Maybe he has 13 like left socks, you know, so they're one sock.
That'd be
but
so
there's
disappointing.
13 of them.
That'd be so frustrating.
Oh yeah, I mean he's just like, I got 2 left socks on right now.
I'm just dealing with it, man. In that case, I'm like, win the Musco, please. Go get yourself a pair of socks.
Exactly.
Get this $4 Musco. I hope you do. But we got Flip Flop, Spartan, all trying to take this one home. Let's see who can win it. This is going to be one of those that don't want to give out. Like, they don't want to go out. There it is. Spartan and Flip Flop, both at VFW Rochester, splitting that. They're each taking home $1. 9, 10, 72, and 75 are the Lucky 4 numbers. So good job to all those guys as we're getting enrolled now into some Skull Bingo.
Yeah, so remember, guys, when you guys play Pilot games, your community wins.
See ya. Hey guys, and we love playing Vikings Bingo from 12 to 1 every single day. We've been giving out some huge prizes in Vikings Bingo in this Season 10. But the Season 10 standings, they're not up. We still have a few weeks left to get those final points in. So make sure you guys are playing a lot. But let's see where those standings are sitting.
Yeah, absolutely. In 10th place, we've got Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points, it's Kick It's mother, Joni, over at VFW North St. Paul, sitting in 9th place. But we're going to jump out of the 100,000 point club into the 200,000 point club. In 8th place, it's Puts over at Shiners Jenkins with 213,000 points. With 220,000 points over at VFW Spring Lake Park, we got Loser Dave in 7th place. In 6th place, we got the reigning champion, Elsa, over at Titan Sports Saloon with 230,000 points. Well, 254,000 points over at American Legion Fridley. That's right, it's Scrub Eye in 5th place. In 4th place, we got SNS over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 260,000 points. With 274,000 points, we've got a two-way tie in 2nd place. It's Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven and Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee. That's going to be one to watch as we go into these closing times of Vikings Bingo. You got just a short time before Season 10 ends.
Yeah, I can't believe Nan was able to crawl her way into tying up the big-time player, Lucky Tim.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that both players are going to be building a big push for the end of the season here through the holidays. But we've got one player that kind of stands all by themselves with 101.
Hey guys, and we love our PGL nights. You got Megasota Game Night that happens every single Tuesday right at 6:40. You got a Wild Wednesday that happens from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday.
Right.
And we also have a Vikings Game Day, which comes to you guys 30 minutes before every single Vikings kickoff. So it's a lot of fun, but there's also a lot of PGL games that go on during those nights that all go towards these PGL standings.
No, the PGL standings are hot and contentious. It's super awesome. It almost is going to melt this ice right here in the ice studios. But I'll tell you what's crazy to me is there's some players that are just every single week, every single season, every single year in our top 10. 2 of them have fallen out. Cannot believe it. It's Fishy24 and Drumsky. It just seems weird to have our top 10 without those 2 in there.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I've had a top 10 without these 2 players in it yet.
It really feels different, but we've got some fun new players getting into that top 10 in 10th place, not ranked before. It's Rocky over at Schiffler's Liquor with 1,057,000 points. With 1,059,000 points over at Stewartville Legion Post, it's Bam Bam in 10th place. Welcome to the top 10, you two. In 8th place, we got a fairly newcomer. It's Wet Santa over at Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl, 1,319,000. I feel like I caught that on ESPN, the old Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl. I couldn't remember what 2 teams were playing in that. With 1,321,000 points over at the VFW Roseville, it's Nixon sitting in 7th place. In 6th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. All those locations super tight. That
to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, well, Jackpot Hunter has been crazy here in Season X. I can't wait to see how this all ends up at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, well, it's ties on ties on ties. We got in 10th place a 4-way tie. It's Spanky 303 at American Legion Fridley, Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue, Player at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all have 20,000 points. With 21,000 points in 8th place, we got Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater. 6th place, we hop into another 2-way tie between Lulafin and American Legion Shakopee and Pee-wee at TJ's On and Off Sale, both with 22,000 points.
Okay.
Now, our top 5, there's no more ties.
Oh.
Yeah, nice, easy, clean. 5th place.
is benefiting these great charities.
Oh, yeah, and so we spotlight one of these charities every single week, and last week's charity spotlight was the St. Peter's Redmond Club. The Redmond Club is a nonprofit organization that is open to the public, a bar that serves food, it has a bingo hall, and a private party room for rent. You can do a lot of great things.
Absolutely. So when you go play at the Redmond Club, the Flame Bar, or Blashkow's Embassy Bar, you're doing great work helping that charity out, do all the great work they do in your community. And guys, the other thing, besides all the great work we got out there, I just want to make sure we wish you guys a very happy holiday season.
And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we love giving out jackpots all the time, and we've been giving out some massive ones during this Season X. We've given out a total of 424 jackpots on this Season X, 19 for the rolling week.
Wow, that's big time stuff, and Friday did not disappoint. We had Tung over at American Legion Ireton get things kicked off with $619. Shove it in the pocket, go roll it. With $699, though, over at the Blue Note, Damon got some wins as well. But that was just the appetizer because we had an entree coming up with mine over at VFW. Dilworth winning $24,398, and Friday wasn't even done there.
No, it wasn't, and we had $631.80 go out to BGR over at Huck's Shipwreck Saloon. Really good win for them, but the Saturday and Sunday jackpots continue as we had Gus on Saturday take
Tim at American Legion Shakopee. That's going to be one to watch as we go into these closing times of Vikings Bingo. You got just a short time before Season 10 ends.
Yeah, I can't believe Nan was able to crawl her way into tying up the big-time player, Lucky Tim.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that both players are going to be building a big push for the end of the season here through the holidays. But we've got one player that kind of stands all by themselves with a 101,000 point lead, the only member of the 300,000 point club with 375,000 points over at Corner Bar Goodhue. our number one player is not lucky.
Oh yeah, not lucky, leading that charge for the players and also helping that location lead a giant charge as well. But let's talk about these location standings. As in 10th place, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault, getting the starting off that 10th place spot with 264,000 points. Now in 9th place, we got Lakefront Bar in the Center with 283,000 points. Now with 287,000 points, the final location outside of the 300,000 point club, it's Titan Sports Saloon Oakdale in 8th. Now in 7th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent, not only moving up last week from 9th into 7th place, but now in the 300,000 point club with 302,000 points. 6th place, it's American Legion Fredley with 393,000 points. 5th place, Mapleview Lounge 2 with 396,000 points.
Wow.
Only needs a few wins to get into that 400,000 point club.
True.
But those locations in the 400,000 point club getting us started off in 4th place. It's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 422,000 points. With 490,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar.
$1,319,000. I feel like I caught that on ESPN, the old Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl. I couldn't remember what two teams were playing in that. With 1,321,000 points over at the VFW Roseville, it's Nixon sitting in 7th place. In 6th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,334,000 points. All those locations super tight. That kind of 8th through 6th place It could be anyone's switcheroo, switch up, switch down. We'll see what happens this week. But then with 1,573,000 points, we got to dive under the sea because it's 5th place SpongeBob over at Eagles St. James. Then we got to climb the mountain up that Mount Rushmore of bingo players to 4th place. We got Forget UD over at VFW Austin with 1,684,000 points. But with 1,693,000 points over at La Playette was the big riser the second half of this season. T-Max 750 falling back 1 spot to 3rd place. Who rose up into that 2nd place spot? Well, it's High Rising Brizo. It's not I can't say his name without the jazz hands and I don't know what you call how I sing his name, but there it is, Brizo. Sitting there in 2nd place at the Underground Bar and Grill, 1,710,000 points. But there's only one player in the 2 million point club. That player has 2,081,000 points over at the roadside. Our number 1 player, Devoided.
Yeah, Devoided, absolutely dominant so far this season. But our location standings have been even more dominant as we start in the 4 million point club.
Oh my goodness.
These locations have been nuts. In 10th place, we got VFW Austin. Player at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all have 20,000 points. With 21,000 points in 8th place, we got Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord and Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater. 6th place, we hop into another two-way tie between Lulafin and American Legion Shakopee and Pee Wee at TJ's On and Off Sale, both with 22,000 points.
Okay.
Now, our top 5, there's no more ties.
Oh.
Yeah, nice, easy, clean. 5th place, it's Curtis J Jay over at Country Lounge with 28,000 points. 30,000 points for the fourth place player, who is one away at American Legion Rice. Third place, Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points, we got Bull at Corner Bar and Goodhue in that second place spot.
Okay.
But the number one player, he's run away with it just a little bit because it's Yags 370 at the Riverboat Depot. He's the reigning champ. He's on his way to be the champ in Season X, and he's got 51,000 points.
That'd be 2 in a row back to back. It's tough to do, but it looks like he's going to pull it off. But let's see how things are shaping up in the location side of things. In 10th place, we are already in the 25,000 point club because it's Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. With 43,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 9th place. Over in 8th place, it's Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 44,000 points. We're going to jump out of the 25,000 point club, get into the 50,000 point club. 53,000 points. Over in Shakopee, it's American Legion in 7th place. Then in 6th place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. That's Season 8 champions with 54,000 points. With 68,000 points in Rice, it's the American Legion in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe in Coon Rapids. They've got 69,000 points. That's impressive.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the blue.
$1,398, and Friday wasn't even done there.
No, it wasn't, and we had $631.80 go out to BGR over at Huck's Shipwreck Saloon. Really good win for them, but the Saturday and Sunday jackpots continue as we had Gus on Saturday take home $663.30 over at Duff's Tavern on Main.
And on Sunday, our Vikings took a rest because they're playing on Monday Night Football, but Sleva did not take a rest over at Maynard's Restaurant Rogers, winning $841.
Heck, that is a great jackpot right there, and great jackpots all weekend long. And now we're hoping to give out some great during this week jackpots, as we've had some huge ones growing. So make sure you're on that watch. $93,000 points. Fifth place, Mapleview Lounge 2 with 396,000 points.
Wow.
Only needs a few wins to get into that 400,000 point club.
True.
But those locations in the 400,000 point club getting us started off in 4th place. It's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights with 422,000 points. With 490,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar, South Haven. Now, it's time for us to jump and skip over the 500,000 point club. And actually, we're going to do another big jump because we're jumping over into the 700,000 point club. Yeah, there's not a 500,000 point club. There's not a 600,000 point club, but there is 2 locations in the 700,000 point club.
Unbelievable. Never heard of before.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 1 location.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's 2 locations that have been able to put up this kind of lead is ridiculous. Let's get started off. 2nd place, home of the number 1 player. It's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 708,000 points.
Wow.
Yeah, can't believe that kind of point total. In 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. They have 711,000 points. And those locations, they're neck and neck, 1st and 2nd place, just coming down to the wire.
Yeah, I don't think we'll know until the final day who's going to be that number 1 location. It's coming down to the very, very end. We see that finish line starting to lean into the tape, but we're going to see who finishes first. My Heart's Pumping Peanut Butter is from 12 to 1, 7 days a week. It's the Twiking Zone, and you're not going to want to miss it.